Today I'm going to play around a little bit and paint some sheep, whimsical sheep. And here I'd like to introduce you to Ginger, Maud and Nuage, who are three of our sheep who live on our farm in France. And this is a kind of funky sort of landscape thing, not exactly a landscape, really. It's got some sort of tree-like objects in it, and half a sheep and a couple of other sheep as well. And so that's kind of what I've been playing with this afternoon. And I've got here a Viviva sketchbook or painting book or whatever you want to call it that I've done quite a few pictures in over the last little while. I like this paper. It's very direct. You have to paint very direct because it's quite hot pressed, and it's also not particularly amenable for making alterations, so it makes you paint direct, and that's what we're going to do today. So what I've been doing is sorting out some pens, and I'm going to use some white and some black and some gold. And I know people are always asking, what pens do you use? And I've got quite a collection of white ones here. Let's leave those aside for a minute, just before I get started, and I'll tell you about these. And these are ones that I'm going to put, the description below will have all these links in. We do try to put links in for other countries as well, because we have our shop in Canada, in the UK, and in America, obviously. So you can go to whichever one is relevant to you. But I don't know whether you realize this, but if you click on a link for a product which is listed in America, your system should understand that link and give you the next best thing in your country. So it'll either say, no, this isn't available, or with any luck, your system should show you something similar, if not the thing that you were looking for. So that's the way it works for us here in France anyway. Doesn't always work very well, but that's the idea. So you can follow those links even if you live in Outer Mongolia. So yes, we've got the different white pens. They're all quite good. And so this one is the, this is a hybrid gel. This is the hybrid gel. This is the Uniball. Then we've got the Posca, the small nib and the slightly larger nib Posca white. This is the Artistro extra fine tip. This is white paint, and this one I think is the same, isn't it? This is the hybrid gel again. So yeah, so there's all of those, and as I say, you can get them all from Amazon, and I'll put those in the links below. Then the Signo Gold, I really like this one. This comes in a set. You can get the just gold, or you can get gold, silver, and white. There's the silver, and there's a white one somewhere. I think it was here. Or not there, no, here. I had it in my hand before, didn't I? Not that one, this one. Yeah, there we go. That was the set I got. Yeah, they're pretty good. If you only wanted to buy one type, I would recommend that. And then I've got my Staedtler pigment liner, which is good for fine lines like this. And also the Tombow Fidelisuke brush black pen, which gives you a sort of thick and thin line if you want it. Trying to make up my mind whether to do it on a piece of Mead & Hot or to go into my sketchbook. I think I might use the Mead & Hot. It's a bit bigger. And I've also got my Art Nouveau set here for the paints. I want to use pastel colours, and that's what we have here. I've got the Gansai Tambi, the Kuretake Gansai Tambi graphite colours here as well, in case I decided I wanted to use those. So, yes, let's do some sheep. There we are. This is one I did earlier. Here we are. There's a whole bunch of them here. This is a whole flock of sheep. So let's see how they turn out today if we try to do something similar to that, shall we? They're quite fun. And what I do normally if I'm doing these is I just use an ordinary, this is a 0.5 pigment liner. First of all, thing to do is to check that it's working. And check if it's working on smooth paper. That's probably a better idea. Let's find somewhere where I can scribble without anything being spoilt. Yeah, that looks okay. So let's do it on here, shall we? And yeah, I wanted to do some sort of background trees. I might start with them actually. I was just playing around with pink. I was looking at some pictures of, what do you call it? Dogwood. Dogwood in America. They have these wonderful pink blossoms in the spring, apparently. And so I was sort of trying to draw something realistic and utterly failing. So I thought, I think I might try and do it a little bit more, bit more in my style of thing, because I've discovered recently that I'm actually not very good at realistic paintings, and I do better when I go in for something with a bit more kind of, rubbishy. Anyway, so there's 3 kind of balloons, and that's my 3 trees. I don't know how this is going to work out because I haven't, as I said, done this before. I'll take a slightly smaller brush. Oh, that was, this is the mop brush, a 1/2-inch mop from my, you're going to think I'm sounding like, the shopping channel here, but I did promise Tamsin that I would mention these. This is the set, the Craft & Mo collaboration that we did. And when you buy this, you get this lovely box and you get a print. And then you get these 6 beautiful brushes in here. And the one I just used is this, which is very nice. Aren't they lovely and shiny? I haven't actually used this set. I've never used it. I only still, I'm using the samples that they sent me because I can't bring myself to spoil them. Isn't that ridiculous? Anyway, there's a few of these left, not many. They're nearly sold out now. And so if you want any, you better go and buy them now from the Craft & Mo website. Again, the link will be in the description below. Right, so now I want to put in some trunks. So let's go for some more pinks here, and we'll just, you can just play. It's quite fun, just play. Just, just do whatever floats your boat. And I'm going to put sheep in between. That's what I'm going to do, just in case you wondered. In between, yes. So let's make the trunks different colours. And then I'm going to make that a little bit runnier. This one. And then I was going to say I'm going to drop in some texture into the trees, or something like that. And then I might drop in a bit of water. And then I'm really going to texturize it. I'm going to take a tissue and then just dab like that. And it lifts up in places where you've put the water, so you just get something kind of textured. Okay, now for the sheep. And you've got 2 ways of doing them. Excuse me. Actually, I think I will do them the second way because it kind of will go with this. I'm going to do them in, let's do one in this colour. We call this one lilac. And what I did was I just made a kind of shape like that and then fill it in with some paint. And then we need to just let that dry. Whoops. Well, it doesn't matter. So we'll have the lilac-y colour and then maybe the pale. Will that be too pale? Probably will be. How about grey? Would grey work? Yeah, that's okay. We're just playing here, just playing. While this is drying, I'm going to in a few more. And then I think what we'll do is we'll use our pens, the ones that I, showed you earlier. We'll do some line work on top of this. I don't know quite what exactly yet, but stay with me and we'll see. Okay, so then I need the hairdryer. So next thing, let's take our black pen and we'll give our ladies some legs. And then up here, we need an oval and some ears, and then curly top. Then we're going to give her some eyes, a nose and a mouth. And then on her fleece, which is enormous, we can do all sorts of patterns. We can, well, first of all, we can give her a little bit of lighter face. And then, well, we could do lots of things here. You can do whatever you feel like. You could paint some dots on, or you could use the pen. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint some little circles first. Then when that's dry, I'll come in with some ink. So you just paint her little legs as well, and her ears, and her hair. Okay, and now this one, similar kind of deal. We'll do a nice head, ears, oh, I'll tell you what, she needs eyelashes. Just put a couple of flowers in here. And let's find some of the graphite grey, something like that. Little grey hearts, grey legs. And then we can do whatever we want with the white. We can do little dots like that, and then you can go. A lot of the time, these little embellishments, they don't look like much while you're doing them, but when they're done, you'd be surprised how much they add. And this kind of thing makes a nice card or something like that, just something amusing that you can write a nice message on. And this one could have gold. Is that dry? No, let's dry it. Let's put gold on here, and we can put a few more. empty hearts like that. Give her some gold ears. There we are. And then the flowers, you can finish those with the pen too. This is another point at which you could use the Poetique brush pens for these little details, which you can't really do very easily with the paintbrush. So I might just find myself a nice green. Just a tiny little bit of contrast in colour, so something green to offset the pink and the lilac. And you won't even really notice it's there, but it just lifts the whole thing a little bit because it's a complementary colour. And there we are. And we can just use a bit of mauve or pink under the tree. Give her something to stand on, like that. And there we are. One cute little landscape. 3 trees and 2 sheep. Maud and Claude. Hope you enjoyed that. Nice and easy, something for a Sunday afternoon to play around with the kids. So I'll let you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and spend some money on Amazon. Why not? It's always fun, isn't it? So I'll let you go and say bye-bye for now. I'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.